I know I can't be the only one who loves a delicious chicken, rice, and beans one-pot dinner meal. And the one thing I love about this is you can pack so much flavor and you only have one pot to clean up after you're done cooking. So let's get right into this recipe and I'm going to show you exactly everything I did. First, I had a whole chicken and I went on ahead and broke that down. But if you don't have a whole chicken, you can use any parts that you have. Legs, the thighs, the drumsticks, the wings, it doesn't really matter. Went on ahead and cleaned off my chicken. After I cleaned off my chicken, patted it dry, and it was time to go ahead and season it. So first thing I'm going to do is go in with some cilantro. After I went in with some cilantro, you know I have to go ahead and add me some onion powder and some garlic powder. After that, I had a little bit of that smashed seasoning left over, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of that smashed seasoning right on my chicken. Go in with some rosemary after my smashed seasoning. Now, if you have fresh herbs, I always recommend to use the fresh herbs, but I didn't have any, so I'm just going to use the ones that I have in a jar. Went on ahead and add some of that paprika because, you know, you ain't grown unless you add some of that smoked paprika on your chicken. After I got my smoked paprika on there, it was time to go ahead and add in some of that onion powder. You definitely have to have garlic powder and onion powder. It's going to bring the flavor to a whole new level. After I got that onion powder on there, in addition to that, I'm going to go ahead and use in some of this Kender's roasted chicken blend that I have. I absolutely love this. I only have a little bit left, but I absolutely love this. If you don't have it, I suggest you go ahead and get you some. Go ahead and with some thyme. And after I got my thyme in there, it was time to go ahead and start mixing up my chicken. I want to let everything marinate for about an hour. After my chicken was marinated, it was time to go ahead and start cooking. We're going to go ahead and get one pot. Put a little bit of olive oil in there, and then you're going to start searing your chicken. I put my chicken down first. I let it cook for about 3 or 4 minutes on high heat so I can go ahead and get that nice sear on there that I was looking for. Once it got a sear on there, it was time for me to go ahead and flip it over because we want to do the same thing to the other side. You want to make sure you get a nice sear on the other side. Now, my chicken is not burnt. This is just the seasonings that was on there, and all we're doing is getting a nice color on the chicken, and we're locking in some of that flavor. We want this to be super flavorful, so these are what we're going to do to make sure that we're getting all that flavor locked inside of the chicken. Now, once my chicken is seared on that side, I'm going to remove it and I'm going to put it to the side. No, our chicken is not done. We're just going to put it to the side for a second. Now, our pot right here, we're not going to rinse it off. We're not going to do anything. All of that is seasoning and flavor. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of butter in there. I'm going to add my rice that I washed, and I'm going to go ahead and toast my rice in the same pan with all the seasoning that we just seared our chicken in. Once I get my rice nice and toasty, I'm going to go ahead and add my beans. Now, I'm using canned beans. I am using some pink beans that I have in a can. You can use fresh beans, but it's just going to take a lot longer in the process. Or if you don't like any beans at all, you can go ahead and skip this part and leave the beans out. Now, I'm going to get my beans and my rice and finish toasting that. Give that a few minutes. After I got everything toasted the way I like it, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken back. Now, if you want, you can add you in some veggies as well as some onions, some green peppers, yellow peppers, mushrooms, celery, carrots, whatever you like. I know my children would not like onions and peppers in there, so I went on ahead and left that part out, but I can definitely add some to mine when I'm done cooking. Now that I've gotten all my chicken back inside of my pot, I want to go ahead and reduce my heat down to medium. You don't want this to burn. And then after I get my heat reduced down to medium, you can go ahead and add you some water. You can add you some chicken stock. You can also add you some beef stock, vegetable stock, whatever you have on hand. That's what you're going to go ahead and add in there. And I want to make sure it's just above the chicken, but not completely submerging the chicken into the water, just like this. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some fresh parsley because I had some on hand and I wanted to use it. And I'm going to put this on medium for about 25 minutes, and our chicken and rice is done. And it was time to go ahead and serve dinner because I cannot be the only one who likes a one pot chicken, rice, and bean meal. And I will see you guys in my next video.